Just a reminder to those need to make good. Today is your make good test. Remember to uh, uh, I don't. You have checked with those under your Mr. Ang group. Please check with him how you conduct the make good test. Okay, remember that. I think he said it on 4 to 6 o'clock, right? So remember to take your make good test. This is the final chance for you to pass your coursework. All right. Otherwise, you may not able to sit for your final exam. Only those have coursework marks above 40 only eligible for the make good test. Okay. If your total coursework mark is less than 40 marks, you are not eligible for the make good. Okay, let's start. Today I'm not going to turn on my camera. I think you need to see my face because actually my internet here is not so stable. Right? And today will be the last lecture for my tutorial. Not last lecture, last lecture. Yeah, last lecture because tomorrow next week I will go through some of the topics and then I will do some revision with you all. Okay, do some revision with you next week. So today hopefully we can finish the rest, all the illustration today.
This call is now being recorded.
Okay, let's start. Today's topic is we call it financial statements and closing entry. All right. So this one is actually all this while we do so much things like we do the double entry, depreciations, allowance for doubtful debts, okay, year-end adjustment. All this is because we want to come up with the ultimate aim. The ultimate objective is to come up with a correct financial statement. Still remember what is financial statement? Students, can you type for me what is financial statement? By now you should know what is financial statement. For you, you should know at least 2 financial statements. Which are the 2? Yeah, SOPL and SOFP. Of course, there are more. There are another 2 more, but for your level, you should know this. Okay, so this is our ultimate aim. Okay, so again, just refresh your memory. We will come up with the ledgers. Remember the ledgers, we have 3 ledgers. The general ledger is the main ledger. Okay, we have 2 subsidiary ledger, which is sales ledger and purchase ledger. That one is a supporting ledger. All right. After that, we base on that to come up with a draft trial balance. Okay, still remember what is trial balance? This is a trial balance. This one is a trial balance. Okay, so we just trial balance is for us to see whether the debit side and credit side is equal. If this is equals, means to say your double entry is correct. Okay, so we must come up with the trial balance first. Okay, draft trial balance. Okay, so normally the first trial balance is before adjustment. Okay, so we will do in the adjustment. Okay, the adjustment will be those depreciation, allowance for doubtful debts, or providing for the bad debts, and then also the accruals and prepayment that we go through last week or this week tutorial, the adjustment for accrual. Then only we come up with the adjustment already, we'll update again. We finalize our trial balance, and then based on the trial balance, we post it to our financial statement. Okay, so after that, we will close all this. All right. Then we start next year, we start over again, a new one. All right. So this is what we call a cycles, accounting cycles. All right. So after all the okay, so now we go for the first first notes here, closing entry. After all the necessary period and adjustment, the final step is to close the general ledger. Okay. So to close the general ledger involves the following. That you will need to close off your GL account. By now, I think you know how to close off your GL account, right? So you need to know what is the natures of the account. So for sales account, carriage invoice accounts, this one is a P&L item. You know what is P&L item? That means all the sales, all the income item, or all the expenses item. Okay, this is called P&L item. Okay, like sales is a revenue, isn't it? So when you have posted everything they posted to the sales ledger, so eventually when you close, they will post all the total amount to your P&L. Okay, SOPL. And for carriage inwards account, also the same. Okay, this one is an expenses account. So when you want to close off your account at the year end, okay, you will post the whole total of the carriage inwards and post it to the SOPL as expenses. All right, so this is what we call closed accounts. Okay, so you see after you have the total for the year of sales, okay, it's 65,000, then you will post this to your P&L. Okay, same on P&L. Okay, then you go to here. So this one is during the year you have total is 22,005. Then you will post this to your SOPL as a cost of goods sold. All right, so this is how we do that. Okay, after that we were going to balance off for assets, what we call it SOFP item. Okay, SOFP item will be asset item, liability item, and equity item. Okay, these are the SOPL item. So you will close it by carry forward. Okay, and now you should know already when we do the previous ledgers accounts, I always in the tutorial we always mention to you, all right? So like office equipment, so you will not post it, you will not say SOFP, okay? Because this one will carry forward to next year. So you will have balance CD and brought forward to next year, okay? Like depreciation, this item will be showing in your SOFP later on, so you will have balance PD, CD, and carry forward to next year, and so on for the trade receivable and control, okay? And this trade drawing accounts and capital account, okay? So all this you will one by one, like office equipment when you close it off, okay? So this balance, okay, you will credit here and you post to here, 150, and the balance CD of the accumulated depreciations, 30,000, then you will post to here, all right? So current asset, 75,000 is from the trade receivable here. Okay, so one by one you post. Okay, this one I think you should know already, right? Okay, so I just briefly go through. Now let's see. Okay, let's see the illustration one. Okay, illustration one, this kind of questions, you will be very, you were expecting will come up in your final exam. Okay, it's just that you so please pay more attention, students. Okay. So don't always ask me for exam tips. Okay, so I'm giving you a guide on here, not tips, a guide. Okay, you will, because this is our ultimate aim to prepare. Okay, how to prepare a SOFP and SOPL. Okay, so normally they will ask you to prepare these two statements, and they will giving you some trial balance. Okay, which normally is balance 1.5. So they will give you some additional informations. All right, and like that. Normally, the additional information, the first note will be the closing inventory. Remember, I tell you, the inventory in the trial balance given here is the opening balance. The closing will not be in the trial balance; it will be in additional notes. All right, and other things will be those that give you some adjustment information. All right. So, how to tackle this kind of question? By now, you should know what is SOFP and SOPL, and this is a template. All right, this is a pro forma template. Like it or don't like it, you all have to remember this format. Okay, if you don't like, cannot remember, then you cannot be accounting student. Okay, this is our one time. You know, this is our weapons. Okay, this is a basic knowledge that you need to know to have this. All right, so let me refresh your memory, because this statement actually in week 1 or week 2 I already sent to you, all right? And then in your coursework 2, I also tested you on the SOFP and SOFP, right? But that one is without adjustment. Okay, in your final exam, there will be a lot of adjustment. So here, remember, you have a start with for SOPL, you start with sales. Then if there's a return, you minus the sales return, and then you come up with the cost of goods sold. Okay, please follow this kind of format. You cannot jump up income you put on top, then expenditure put on top, then cost of goods sold put at the bottom. No, okay, the format must be follow. Okay, even though later your net figure is correct, net profit or net loss is correct, but if your format is not correct, you also wouldn't get marks. Understand me? Okay, so you have to come up with the net sales first. This is essentially net sales. Then you have to minus your cost of goods sold. Okay, and include your closing inventory. Okay, cost of goods sold, normally you will start with your opening inventory and then add with the purchases. Okay, if purchases have returns purchaser, then you have to net off your purchases. Then you add in with the carriage inwards. Okay, those direct costs like import duties is part of your purchases cost, or wages or insurance. All this will be here. Okay, will be part of purchases. The insurance must be related to the purchase, only you add to the purchases. If normal insurance, you go to the normal expenditure. Understand? Import duties also the same. Okay, so normally import duties is part of the purchases. Unless they tell you this import duties is relating to others things, then you go to bottom. Otherwise, you put on top. Okay, and wages, you know, salary is all the wages is go to the purchases, and salary is at the bottom. All right, so this one you have to know. So if import duties or insurance to buy a car, that one will be go to motor vehicles. Okay, so you have to know the natures of the expenses. All right, after that you minus the closing inventory. Okay, this closing inventory figure, you will get it from your notes here. Okay, so you have to look for the notes here. Then you have to add in the other, then only you get the gross profit first. Okay, you must have a gross profit. Gross profit is your revenue minus your cost of goods sold, then you get gross profit. All right, then after that, you have to follow with your income. Okay, add in your income first, then only you minus other expenditure to get your net profit or loss. All right, students. Okay, you cannot jumble up here and there. Okay, when I mark your coursework too, I found some of the students, they just simply put, okay, it's not, cannot. And also the header, all this must be correct. Okay, the title, the company's or the owner's name must be on the header, and then only you have to put the statement of profit and loss. Okay, this one no shortcut, all must be full. And same go to SOFP, also the same, you have the name of the business, and then this is SOFP. Okay, RM must be put there. Okay, the RM. Okay, so for the SOFP, same thing, you have to come up, the first section will be the non-current asset, followed by your current asset. Then you come up with a total asset. Okay, this line is a total asset. All right, and then after that, you will come, you don't mind, I know in your SPM, your teacher, your Jaku ask you to minus the current liability, right? Not in here in the Polea, okay, because this one is so follow IAS 1, our current standard is supposed to have a total asset first. All right, so total, and then you will have start with the equity part. Okay, this here is equity. If that is a long-term or non-current liability, you have to put the non-current liability first. After that, last one is the current liability section. Okay, students, so you must make the first thing is you need to very clear on the format. Okay, and then draft roughly like that. So how to draft? Very simple. You just put the sales, a few line for that. Then cost of sales, you put a few line. Then this one, you have the header first. Okay, when you get anything, you just plug in. Okay, so this is how you do that. Then very fast. If you have this template with you, okay, so you will, when you go through the question, just fill in the blanks like that. Okay, okay, let's start, sir. Okay, I mean by Okay, one Facila, okay, a boutique retailer provide the following balances that were extracted from her business ledger at 30th June 20x2. All right, so this is a financial year end. Okay, so they will give us this format. Okay, it depends on some of the students that will based on this to fill out, or some you will go to here. Okay, okay, I prefer to, when I do illustration, I prefer to start with my additional information. So I need to know what item that I need to adjust. Okay, so I will go to the additional information first. Okay, so closing inventory are valued at the cost of 6,500, but the market value is 7,900. Okay, students, if the question gives you true amount for this closing inventory, you choose which one? You choose the cost or choose the market value? Students, which one? Cost. Okay, let me tell you, regardless of which one, yes, the question is, don't look at the cost or market value, just take the lowest. Okay, just choose the lowest. 明白吗？记得 choose the lowest. Why? Because in our IS2, okay, prudence, there was one concept says what you must not value any your inventory more than your cost. Okay, so it's either your cost or lower than your cost. Okay, so you choose. Okay, this one is a cost because the cost is lowest. If let's say the question give you the market value is lower than the cost, you choose the market value. Okay, so the answer is choose the lowest. Okay, 不要理是don't care. Okay, don't care is the market value or cost. Okay, just choose the lower. So where do you put in this closing inventory? There are two places for you to put in. Okay, one places, where is the closing inventory you're supposed to put? There are two places. SOPL, which section? Under the cost of goods sold section. Very good. Okay, so you will go to here. Okay, you put in the second line. So you have this structure already. You just fill in the blank side here. Very easy. Okay, so you just put in your closing inventory is how much? 6,005, right? So minus 6,005. All right. Okay, and next one, the other area is where SOFP. Yes, which sections? Current asset, the first item. Very good, Cameron. All right. So this one you will put under here. Okay, 6,005. Okay, you see what is different? This one is a negative. Okay, this one is a positive. All right, because we have to minus from the cost of goods sold. Okay, closing inventory. Okay, so we've done the first one already. Get 1 mark here, get 1 mark here already. Very easy, isn't it? All right. So we will base on this adjust. Next one, salary. Salary, it says what? 1,500 not yet paid. All right. So prepaid rent was 800. Okay. So this one is a year-end adjustment for accrual and prepayment. All right. So salary, look at the salary in your trial balance there. Okay. This one, 16,500. Okay. That is adjustment. So they say not yet paid. Not yet paid means to say you need to add to your salary or minus from a salary of students. You're supposed to pay but not yet pay. Yeah, it's a plus, right? So we know that salary is under where? It's a P&L. Okay, it's under P&L expenditure. Okay, we go to the expenditure there, salary. So 16,500 we have to add. Okay, add to here. So your salary this month, this year should be 18,000, right? And remember when do adjustment, we have to add the two places. If you're adding here to your salary here, 1,005 here, right? So where you're supposed to update the other 1,005, the other places. Okay, so remember our double entry is debit our salary, then we have to credit to what? Accruals or prepayment. Not yet paid. Not yet paid is accrued, isn't it? So you will go to accrual. Accrual is accrued salary is a current asset or current liability, students. Accrued salaries. Yes, it's a current liability. So we go to your current liability here. Okay, we've insert a line called accrued salary. Okay, you can put accrued salary or you can put salary payable also can. Okay, whichever you like. Okay, so long is accruals. All right, so you put 1,005 here. Okay, so 那个 double entry 是其实是这样来咯。Okay, you debit here. Okay, you debit here and credit here 咯。Okay, 搞定了。Okay, so this is a second adjustment. Very easy there. So next, prepaid rent. Prepaid rent, that means you overpaid your rent. Okay, so we look for the rent here. All right. That means to say what? We already paid 10,400 this year, but out of this 10,400, 800 is overpayment. Okay, so if overpayment, should we add or minus? We should add or minus? We should minus, right? Yes, it should minus. All right, very good. You get okay. You can minus that. So how much should we post it to our rent is expenses. So we go to the rent here. All right. Okay, you don't have to follow the sequence here. The expenses you can jump right here and there. So you how much is that? Hey, Mungget, 你没有给我 figure 的。Mungget, come on. I thought you already tried to give me a figure, yeah? It's how much? 9,600. All right. Okay, thank you. All right. So what is the double entry? Okay, we reduce our rent, right? We credit our rent, no? Okay, credit our rent, we debit to where? Prepaid, right? Prepaid of expenses is what? Current asset, under current asset, current liability, prepaid rent. You overpaid people's rent, it will be a current asset, right? Current asset, prepaid rent. Okay, so we will post here, the 800 here. Yes, current asset. Okay, so see or not? You debit here, credit here. You credit here, you debit here. Right? Why is that debit? Because current asset is a debit side. So of course it's not that really debit. I just how you there's an effects. Okay, two places effects here. All right. All right, then we will go for note 3. Interest 100 is not yet received. All right, not yet received. This one is what? Okay, this one is the income you're supposed to receive but don't receive yet. So we look for the interest received. This one. Income. So now that means this 100 is supposed to be within this P&L, but we did not put it in. So we need to add a minus, not yet received. You should be adding, right? So interest received is income or expense. Very obvious is income, it's a credit side, right? So you need to go to other income there, other income here, right? Interest received, 300 plus 100, it will become 400. Now you tell me, okay, where should I update this 100, the extra one? I already debited, already crediting to my interest received, then I debit to where? People owe me interest, so it's called interest receivable, or we call it accrued interest received. This one is your current asset or current liability, interest receivable, or interest received in accrued. It should be current asset, interest receivable, current assets here. Okay, let's debit. Okay, 100. Yeah, so you see, okay. Very easy, isn't it? Update here, update. Okay, here one is credit, I debit here. All right, so this one is done. Now we have one more. Commission received in advance. This one is in advance. Okay, in advance, that means you over receive. Okay, so if you over receive your interest, then you get a minus from your commission received. Okay, so here, this year, you already received 2,200 commission received. But out of this 2,200, 150 is it you receive in advance. In this case, you got to minus it. Okay, so you go to your commission received your income, you got to minus it. All right, so 2,200 minus 150, it should be 2,050. Yeah. Right. So I debiting. Okay, I reverse my income, so I debit my commission received. Then I credit. Credit is a current liability, right? So this one is called what? Commission received in advance. Okay, commission received in advance. All right, so this one, it will go to your current liability. Okay, got that? All right. Can so far so good. Follow or not? 可以吗? So note 2 and note 3 is more on the adjustment. Okay, accrual, advance payment, all this. Okay. Number 4, okay, trade receivable inject Carney, okay, trade receivable inject Carney's with an outstanding debt of 200 is to be written off as bad debts, okay, is to be, now you have to pandai look at the keywords in tutorial. I think all the tutorial should tell you that, okay, to be, that means it's not yet right off, you're going to write it off. If they tell you has been written off, that means it's sudah minus, then you tak payah minus, all right? So it's to be written off, that means this 200 bad debts not yet entered, okay? You have to update here, okay? So this one, so you look at there, is there any bad debts here? Look at, go through it, is there any bad debts here? If no, that means to say, you need to create another bad debts account. Here, the other bad debts here, right? If there's a bad debts here, you can add in the 200 to the existing bad debt. But here, there's no bad debts. That means to say you will have to update your expenditure of bad debts. Okay, what is the double entry of bad debts, students? 睡醒了没有? Wake up or not? What is the double entry for bad debts? Debit CA, What is that? What's CATR way? Chairman, apa itu? What is the double entry for bad debts? Debit where and credit where? Debit bad debts, credit TR. Very good. Okay. So there will be bad debts here because there's no bad debts here. So I have to enter one bad debts here. Okay. So it's 200 bad debts. Yeah. Bad debts. If there is a bad debts in the trial balance, there we add it to that. Okay. So now you know, then you have to put in a new bad debts here and credit to your trade receivable. So we will have to look at trade receivable. Okay. Trade receivable sini. All right. Trade receivable. How much is 12,700? So we have the minus 12,200 from the trade receivable because the double entry is debit bad debts, credit trade receivable. If you're still not sure whether how to not sure what the double entry, please write down yourself your notes here. Okay. So we have to update our trade receivable. Trade receivable is under current asset. Okay. So our trade receivable in the trial balance is 12,700. So you have the minus of the bad debts 200. So now your net receivable balance will be 12,400 long. All right, so this will be the updated trade receivable figures balance. Okay. All right. So after we adjust the bad debts already from the trade receivable, then we will continue to tell you that allowance for doubtful debt is to be increased to 500. Okay. So this one is AFDD, different one. Just now the 200 is a bad debt. So the AFDD is 500. Okay. This 500, okay, this 500 is a closing balance, okay? This closing balance, you will just update it from here, okay? So sometimes the question is good that just straight away tell you how much is a year-end allowance for doubtful debt, okay? Is to be right off increase to 500. So this is the closing. Sometimes they will give you a percentage, okay? They tell you 1% of the trade receivable, then you have to times 1% times the trade receivable to find your closing. Okay, so depends on the questions, how they'll ask you. So here they should already give you, so this 500, you just update here. 500 minus, minus from the okay, and then your trade receivable will be 12,000, the net, all right? Right, and then remember, you need to adjust one more times. This 500, okay, when you have to, this is the closing. Now we have to look at the allowance for doubtful debts. Okay, this one is a bit different. Okay, 快点起身来听我讲话。Okay, allowance for doubtful debt. This closing you supposed to here, correct? 对不对？All right, but when you post to your P&L, you are not post 500 You will go to P&L, you have to post a difference, okay? So the closing is 500, the opening is 300. So first question you ask yourself, how much is the difference? How much is the difference? You use 500 minus 200 is 200, okay? 200 块. Yeah, 200, all right? And then next question is to ask yourself, is there an increase or decrease in doubtful allowance for doubtful debts? So you see opening is 300 块. Okay, it's only 300, but now I increase to 500. That is the increase. Okay, increase in AFDD by 200. So increase is an expense or income, students. If you increase your AFDD, is increase is an expenses. Okay, AFDDs doubtful debts can be income, can be expenditure. It depends on increase or decrease. Okay, so you have to compare the opening with your closing. If there is an increase, you know this will be expenditure. And then how much you charge to your P&L, charge the differences, 200. All right, so you go to your expenditure there, look for the doubtful debts. Okay, 500 minus 300 is 200. So this is called, you can put it increase in doubtful debt. If you don't know, you just put doubtful debt also can. Okay, some in the tutorial, I put it increase in doubtful debt because I want the student know why is that sometimes it's expenditure, sometimes it's income. Okay, so increase is doubtful debts, decrease is income. All right, 明白? So because a lot of students always confuse one, they will post in the 500 here, then they straight away post in the 500 into your P&L. Okay, 记得在 P&L we post a difference. Okay, 记得这个 okay, so P&L you have to compare opening and closing. 明白啊？记得啊，大家记得 okay. Right. Okay, now we go for the last number 5. Okay, so number 5 is the depreciation. Okay, depreciation as follows. Motor vehicle 20% per annum using straight line method. Okay, so sometimes they call it straight line method, then sometimes they tell you 20% based on cost. Okay, it's based on cost. Okay, like this one, 25% based on cost. This one is also straight line method. Okay, it's just a wording difference only. All right, so motor vehicle straight line method. So you have to calculate your depreciation. Okay, so depreciation 20%. Depreciation is expenditures. So you have to base on 20%. Look for the motor vehicle cost. Cost is 22,000. So you calculate, use 22,000 times 20% is how much? 多少啊，Kevin？我的 assistant 在哪里？Depreciation for motor vehicles 400 啦。Amen. Depreciation raw 2,200 times 20%, 4,400. That's that wall. Okay. Okay. After that, we put in the debit depreciation, then you have to update immediately for your accumulated depreciation. So we look at any accumulated depreciation or not. Is there any accumulated depreciation here? Or here the other? Okay, the other that is good. Then you just update your accumulated depreciation here. Okay, this one you minus from here. If there is accumulated depreciation, you have to add accumulated depreciation brought forward with this 4,004. Okay, but here the other. Okay, that means this is all the new asset. All right, just the bought in one. Okay, so they will put here. It's band 4,004 and 4,004. Okay, this is minus from the SOFP is minus. All right, so done. Okay, now we continue with this furnitures. When all furniture acquired during the year and the useful life is 6%. Okay, sorry, 6%. 6 years with no scrap value. Again, this one is another way to ask you for the depreciation for straight line method actually. Okay, so you use for the furnitures here, 12,000. Okay, so that says no scrap value and the useful life is 6 years. So you just divide it by 6 years. Okay, so how much is that? 12,000 divided by 6 is 2,000. Okay, so you update here 2,000 and then you credit, updated your accumulated depreciation 2,000 here. Right? Okay, I'll name this. This is the depreciation. And next one is the depreciations of office equipment, 25% on cost. Okay, on cost, that means not based on net book value. So based on cost. It's very simple, 25% based on cost. What is the cost of office equipment? 15,000. Okay, 15,000 times 25%, you will get how much? 3,750. Okay. Then we have the update here, 3,750. Okay, got it. So all the adjustment is done. There's a question saying, Miss, when exam we need to write increase in allowance for doubtful debt or just write in doubtful debt. Just now I already mentioned, my comment. You can just write in doubtful debts. Okay, you can just write in doubtful debt here in expenditure. Okay, in the expenditure here you can put in you just can put in doubtful debts. Okay, but see here in the current asset you must put allowance for doubtful debts. Okay, but here you can put in increase in doubtful debt or decrease in doubtful debts. Okay, no problem. Or just doubtful debts also can in the P&L. Okay, so now we have finished all the adjustment. Then after that we'll come back to your trial balance. Then it's very easy. You just fill in the blank side here. Okay, so first one, inventory. Opening inventory is part of the cost of goods sold, is the first one. Okay, so you fill in. Okay, closing opening inventory 8,000. Okay, purchase, then sales. Sales is the first item in your P&L. Okay, 90,000. And next one, purchases. Purchases, you will go to here for the 3,200. Okay, we do together. Student, when you look, no, just look at me and do it. Do it now with yourself. Then you will know. Okay, return hour. Okay, return hour is your sales returns. Okay, so you get a minus your sales return. And you get the net sales here. The net sales is 88,000. Right? And after that, you have the return inward 4,000. Return inward is your minus from your purchases there. 1,000. So you will get your net purchases 42,200. Right now. All right. And you have a return inward is a sales, return hour is a purchases. Sorry, I mentioned wrongly. So the salaries, okay, salaries is 16,500. Okay, this one we already updated. Okay, so Sudah updated. Just now we do the math, we do the adjustment. Yeah, at the palette already. Okay, this one is a return. This is a return hour. Okay, return in. This is a return. Return inwards. This is return hour. Return hour is 1,000, correct? Okay, and return inwards is 2,000, correct? I mentioned wrongly, but the figure is correct. Right, return hour is the minus. No. 900 is supposed to be this one, my figures are wrong. This return inwards minus 2,000, correct? This one minus your sales, correct? Correct. Purchases is minus this one. Correct. Return outwards. Correct. I mentioned wrong only, but it's correct. It's like this. 90,000 minus 2,000. So your net sales should be 88,000. Okay. And your purchases minus return outwards. Okay. So this is a net purchases. Okay. Correct. Next one is wages. I forgot. We skip the wages. Wages is 4,000. Okay, 4,000. Wages is part of your carriage. Your cost of goods sold. Okay, 4,000. Is it 4,000? If I key in the figure wrong, you let me know because up and down, let's see if you will see. Carriage inward. Carriage inward is a cost of goods sold or expenditure. Carriage inward is a cost of goods sold. It's part of your cost of goods sold. So will be here, 1,200. It's easy. I give you the template, but in exam you will not get template. You have to draft everything by your own. Okay, especially a physical exam. We will not have anything for you. Okay, online I still give you some. I will still draw some lines for you, but physical exam everything is on your own already. Okay, you draw your own box, everything is you. All right, understand? So carriage hour 2001. 2001 is a normal expenditure. So you put here carriage inward 2,100. And some more. Then after carriage inward, import duties. Okay, import duties always remember, like and the purchases on insurance for purchases. 如果它有 purchases, 你就放去 purchases. 如果 they just mention insurance, if they only mention insurance, then you go for normal expenditure. Okay, so these two is relating to your purchases. All right, 1,003 and 1,006. So you put here 1,003. So we done this. Office, okay, like this. Okay, normal office insurance, you will go for normal expenditure. Okay, normal expenditure. 1,100. And rental we done already, so no need to care. Utilities, okay, utility is water, electricity bill, all those. Okay, it's called utilities. Okay, it's expenditures. Utility is expenditure. It's a water and electricity bill. Okay, you put under here. Right, and then this all done already. You look at the C. Fixed deposit. What is this fixed deposit, student? Something like that. You know what is this fixed deposit? 什么是 fixed deposit 不知道啊？你 go and ask your parents, then they will know. You everyone should have fixed deposit one. It's a money you put in the bank, okay, but it's a lot into because if a normal cash in the bank, you can anytime draw the money out, right? But if you put in the FD accounts, right, you cannot. They're not minimum. You have to put there for 1 month, okay. So they will give you higher interest, okay. So this one is normally when you have a lot of money, okay, you want to get more interest, you will put your money to the FD account, okay. It will be part of your current asset, okay. It's part of your current asset here, okay. So it's some kind of bank cash in bank, but this one cannot simply withdraw one, okay. So it's called fixed deposit. It's kind of investment, okay. Okay, so it will go to your current asset, right? Okay, motor vehicle at cost. Okay, this one is a non-current asset lah. Should know lah now. Okay, it's 22,000. So 22,000 minus the current for accumulated depreciation, you will get your net book value of 17,600. Again, I want you to show me like this way. 我知道你考SPM is you can put cost, accumulated depreciation, and then net book value. That one cannot 定期存款 yeah 定期存款 yes in Mandarin it's called 定期存款 okay I think in Bahasa it's called simpanan tetap okay 是吗 in simpanan tetap I think something like that okay yes okay good thank you. Alright, so we finish this, then continue. Furniture is 12,000. Okay, you put in the furniture 12,000 semi. Then minus 2,000 accumulated depreciation, so you get 10,000 net book value. Right, and then next one is the office equipment 15,000, so you go for 15,000 here. Okay, minus 3,750, you get 11,250. Right, so you have this total of the total net book value. How much is this? Total up, everyone tell me how much is the total non-current asset. 38858, okay? 38850. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, now we go for next. Trade receivables. We already updated Tapaya already. Trade payable update first. 不要这样快 Cameron 我还没有做完 Trade payable update 了先一个一个来Trade payable 11,000. Right, and then cash 3,000. All right, cash 3,000. Okay, so update 3,000. So normally it's like that. Okay, so normally this is closing inventory. Normally students forget one. Okay, because they only remember update here, forgot update here. So normally I ask you to update. 一起 update 你都不会忘记 Alright, so now you can total up your current asset. Total current asset. Correct. Total current asset is 42,400. Okay. 给他们讲的错了骂他，不要骂我Correct wait, 42,400. I trust you only, Cameron. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think it's correct. Okay, finish the cash already. Then bank overdraft. Bank overdraft 是什么来的？ It's a current asset, current liability. Bank overdraft. Sometimes also, if the questions are very not good, the examiner want to be make the question tricky, they can just delete off the bank overdraft. Then they put the balance in the credit side. Then you also pandai, you know this is bank overdraft. Okay, so if bank cash in bank, it will be in the debit side. Okay, but if the credit side is a bank overdraft, it's a current liability. Current liability normally they offer it for the current those have a check one. Okay, current account one, check accounts. So they will let you draw some checks. Which even though your bank the other money not enough money, that allow you to use extra money. Okay, it's a short-term borrowing. We call it short-term borrowing. Okay, so it's under current liability one. Okay, it's under current liability. Okay, 3,005. Okay, so how much is the total current liability now? 16,150. Yeah. Okay, 0.6150. Okay, copy. Okay, now we still have two more. One is a capital and the other one is drawing. Okay, this two is the equity. So you got to go to the equity here. Okay, capital is how much is capital? 74,000. All right, and the drawing is minus from your. Okay, so if you haven't closed your SOPL, you leave a line, two lines here first. Okay, and then you minus drawing. So the sequence must be there. You must adjust your net loss, and only you minus your drawing. All right. So drawing is you get a minus 2003 from here. All right. So all the items in your trial balance you have to transfer to these two statements. Okay. Some of adjustment you've done already. Then okay, you updated the no adjustment one. You just transfer such. All right. So now you can close off your SOPL. All right. So how to close the SOPL? This one close line slowly. This one is a net purchases, add all the other income, all the other expenses. So how much is your total purchase cost? How much is the total purchase cost? 50,300, correct. And then remember, 不要忘记你的 opening inventory. Okay, add your opening inventory with your total purchase cost. You get a subtotal of 58,300, right? 这个是 total purchase, total stock available for sale. Okay, 总共你的货的价钱。Okay, 这个是今年你买的货的价钱加去年你的货。Okay, 这个是总共的货 total stock available amount. Okay, total stock available amount inclusive the opening inventory. Then you minus out this year closing inventory. Then we can find how much is the cost of 今年你卖出多少货 Okay, the goods that you sold. Okay, the amount that the good you sold. How much is that? How much is the cost of goods sold, students? 51,800, right? You get 51,800. Yes, So after that, you get the cost of goods sold already. Okay, this one is a minus. Okay, yeah. You in exam you don't want to put bracket, doesn't matter, but you need to good for you to put bracket is because to remind you this is a minus. All right. Okay. So if without minus, without bracket, it's okay, but you must remember is you need to negative it, you need to minus it, or 88 minus 51,800. So how much is the gross profit? 36,200, correct. And you will total up with the subtotal. You must have a subtotal of your total income. This one is okay, very simple. 2450 plus your gross profit. Then you have a total income. Okay, your total income is 38,650, right? 38,650. Yeah. Then you find me for what? Then you find for me what is the total expenditure and what is a net, it should be net loss, I think. Okay. Yeah, total expenditure is 42,250. So that is a net loss because it's expenditure more than the total income. Okay, so there is a net loss of 6,600. All right. So if net loss, then this figure, okay, you will be, this is part of your equity, right? You will transfer to here. Loss is minus, minus, Okay, so this one's from the SOPL, remember that? Okay, then you get your closing capital before minus the drawing. We get to minus your capitals here. Minus your drawings here to get your closing capital. 5,000. Okay, so now you should find on me the total asset or total equity and liability. Okay, if your 81250, everyone get 81250, the total equity and a total asset. Okay, 1250, all right, so that's it. 难不难? This kind of question easy or not? It's easy, right? You know the double entry for the adjustment actually is very easy. It's an easy marks, you know. By transferring the correct places, it's 1 mark, 1 mark, or half a mark already. It's very easy. All right. And you are also encouraged in exam. If it's good for you to show the workings. Okay. Sometimes the examiner will give extra marks on this. Okay. Show the workings. All right. And then, okay. Now we move on to the illustration 2. All right, illustration 2, we do this kind of question. You need a lot of practices. Okay, do practice, then you will be very easy. Comes then you can balance very easily already. Okay, let's do illustration 2. Harapan extracts. Okay, Harapan's enterprise extracted the following balances from the business ledger as at 31st March 2023. So normally the question will give you a trial balance. Okay, so don't care first. You will go for the additional information. So look at before you go for the. Normally I ask students in my tutorial. I always ask you to see what the header and the requirement. Okay, 重要，不要看中间先，看前面那个 header， 看这个 requirement. Okay, like you look at the girlfriend like that. You don't only look at the middle part. Okay, you must look at the head and the bottom part. Okay, don't only concentrate on the body. Yeah. Okay, this is what I joked to with my students in the tutorial. All right, so that you all remember. Okay, so look at it. So sometimes every time you prepare financial statement on, teacher say always come up with a SOP and SOP. I draft first. See, sometimes may not. Okay, sometimes because I'm not the examiner this round. Okay, I do not know what question comes out, but normally they will come up with something like that. So maybe they only want you to prepare SOP only. So you have to see whether they really ask for 2 statements. Okay, 不要做2人做不要的东西你就荷兰了。Okay, go Holland already. Okay, so make sure they actually ask for SOP and SOP. Yes, already, then you can draft out something like that. Okay, of course, when I said draft out, you don't need to put in all this this detail tak payah dulu. Okay, just the header saja. Okay, at least you have the current asset, current asset, non-current asset header saja. All right. Then after that, we start off. Okay, why I want you to see the header because you need to know siapa itu nama ma. Okay, then you baru you boleh buat ini kan. Okay, you can put the header correctly. If no header correctly, marks will be deducted punya. Okay, so remember that. Okay, so let's see. First, okay, we'll look at the notes number 1, additional information. All right, so they give you a closing inventory amount 75,806. Now, which one you look? You choose. Okay, 不要看 cost, 不要看 market value. Look for what? Look for the lowest. Okay, so which one? 7,005. All right, so use 7,005. Okay, so update to where? First, so very quickly you go to your cost of goods sold. You draft out the cost of goods sold figure first. Okay, so you put in your closing inventory here. 我们 practice 到一次。Okay, 这个是你的 I do this illustration is for revisions. Okay, so it's treat it as a revisions. Those did not attend my class, it's so sorry. Okay, I also cannot help you already. Okay, so you go for your first thing where? In cost of goods sold, closing inventory, and then the other places is in your current asset. Okay, current asset 7,005. Update that. Okay. So this one, upper entry. Okay, 2 places. Then next one. 20% of the salaries was wages payment from warehouse employee. So, okay, it's relating to the salary, right? And wages, right? So you go to the salary similar. Okay, so 20% of the salary is go to wages. So you have to split this salary, go to wages and salary. So wages is part of your cost of goods sold. So you have to go to the wages here. 29,500, 12,500 times 20% is how much? Cameron, how much? 2,005. Okay. And then the remaining 10,000, you will go to your salary. Okay, the remaining 80% or 10,000, you go to the salaries. Okay, so you draft out your expenditure first. Okay, so This one count them already. Later we don't have to care already. After later we transfer figure, you don't have to worry about this salary anymore. Okay, next one. No record was made for the utility bills of 300 that was received. Okay, that was received, that means to say the invoice, the electric bill that you receive, you did not the amount you receive, you know, the utility bill you receive 350, you balloon enter, right? Okay, you have not take up yet. So this one is what? You need to include your utility bills. So this 3,600, okay, you're supposed to add this 350 or minus this 350. You haven't included that. You're supposed to add. Okay, this is in other words is accrued expenditure. Okay, accrued expenditures. Okay, so you will debit. Okay, you have to add into your utilities. Okay, can you change this? Our year end is on 31st March. This one, can you change it? The year end is not 30th June. It's 31st March. I think here they haven't updated. Can you please help me to update here? Year end is supposed to be. Help me to change this, the year end. Yeah, because our year ends 31st March. Okay, wait for the year ended. Oh, this is insurance. Wait. Oh, insurance. Sorry. Don't carry this first. Okay, this is for insurance. I did not see the insurance. Okay, this one 350 is for the utilities. It's not relating to this one. Okay, utility is 350. Okay, you have to add in first. Okay, because this one haven't take up. Okay, this utility haven't take up the 350. Okay, you receive this bill for this year end, but not yet take up. Okay, you have to add this. Okay, you have to add this. That one is insurance. Sorry about that. Okay, so you have to add your utilities. How much? 360, 3,006 plus 350 is 3,950. 3,950. Okay, so you done that. So remember, you debit your utility 350, and you got to credit to your current liability. The accrued utility is a current liability here. All right, 350 here. Update here, 350. Okay, there's two expenses here. I cannot see it. All right, so this one done. Then you have another insurance. Okay, insurance was paid for the year ended 30th. Okay, the year ended 30th June. X3. Okay, our year end is at 30th March, but this insurance is paid for 30th June. Okay, so this one, in other words, this insurance was paid for year ended 30th June. So you go for this insurance. Okay, you go for this insurance. Year ended, that means to say this is annual premium. Okay, it's this 1,200 for 12 months. Start from 1st of July X2 until 30th June. Okay, but our 31st March is our year end. Okay, so in other words, there is a 3 months payment in advance, which is the April month, May, and June. Okay, 明白啊? Okay, so this 1,200 is for the annual premium of 1 year. Okay, so and to pay for until 30th June, but our year end is only the 31st March. Okay, therefore you need to exclude the 3 month prepayment. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you have to minus 3 months. Okay, so you have to use the insurance. Go for the insurance. I highlight already. Okay, so we'll go for the insurance minus 300 out, the 3 month extra. Okay, you pay advance. So this is 900. Right, it's a prepaid. This one, they do not tell you directly the prepayment. They give you the year end, so you have to look at the year end here and the year end our year end. Okay, so you can determine how many months is the prepayment. So prepayment is a current asset. You will go to your prepaid insurance. It's a current asset. You will go to here 300. All right. All right. Okay, done this. Then we have this one. Commissions 400 has not yet been received. Okay, so commission 400 not yet been received. this one is accrued commission received. Okay, accrued. So commission received, where is commission received? This one. 2550. So you have to add in the other 400 because not yet received. Okay, so you will credit your commission received, go to your income bank. Okay, updated here, increase your commission received, become 2,950, right? Okay, and then you will have to debit your commission receivable. Okay, because it's owing to you. Commission receivable here. How much? 400. Okay. So you credit your commission received and you debit to your commission receivable. 400. And okay, after that we have a 14 months rental was received, which include 2 months deposits. All right. So you go to your rental receipt there, rental receipt, this one. This one is for 14 months. Okay, so but 2 months is an extra deposit, is a deposit. So you have to find out how you have to exclude the 2 months deposit. So you use 4,009 divided by 14 months times 2 times 2. So you have to find out how much is your deposit. Okay, so 1 month is 3,005, then you minus out the times 2 months is 700. Okay, so you will only need to charge 4,200, right? 4,200 your rental receipt. Okay, and this 700 is a deposit received in advance. Okay, deposit received in advance is a current liability, because you receive more than what you receive. It's called deposit. You can put deposit received in advance or rental received in advance also can. All right, so it's 700. Minus here and then credit here. Right? Minus here and then you credit here. Okay, for this counting, number 5, an additional amount that is due from Inkjet Eateries of 200 is to be written off as bad debts. Okay, that means this one haven't taken up yet. You have to take up this 200 ringgit, 200,000. All right, 200 ringgit. So here you have bad debts. Okay, just now the previous one, the other bad debts. Here you got bad debts. Okay, that means to say you need to add this 200 to this 500. All right, so you will transfer this bad debts. 500 plus 200 is 700. You debit bad debts, credit the trade receivable. Okay, so in the trade receivable, you only minus the 200 because this 500 is already deducted already in your trial balance. So you need to only further minus the 200 only. So you will get your net trade receivable 11,000, right? 11,000, right? After that, they will tell you allowance for doubtful debt is to be provided at 4,004. Okay, this is a closing. Again, the question is good enough to give you the amount. You do not need to calculate the closing. Okay, so this 4,400 is straight away minus from your trade receivable there under current asset. Right, then you get your net trade receivable amount here. You must show separately line, student. You cannot minus straight away from your trade receivable for allowance for doubtful debt. Okay, you have to show a separate line. All right. And then this 400, you do not post to your P&L. You have to compare this 440 with the opening balance, allowance for doubtful debts to opening balance. All right. So this opening balance is 250, and this one is 440. So you have to compare. So it's whether it's increase or decrease. In this case, it's increase or decrease. So opening is 250, closing is 440, is increase. Okay, increase by how much? Increase is expense now, so you will go to expenditure there. Increase of doubtful debts. Okay, how much is the differences? 190. Yeah. Okay, thank you. 1,000. Okay, 190. All right. Done this already. Then number 6, depreciation is to be provided as follows. Okay, so this one is 20% on reducing balance method. So this one is you use 20% times the net book value of the motor vehicles. Okay, so we have to find out what is the net book value of motor vehicle. You need to use the cost minus the accumulated depreciation. Okay, so you have to find that. How much? Then only you, this 40,000 minus 14,400 times 20%, you will get how much? The depreciation for your motor vehicles. 5120, is it? Yeah. Okay, so you get 5120, the motor vehicles. So this one, 5120, you have to update your accumulated depreciations here. All right. So previously got 14,400 plus 5120, you should get 19,520. Right. Okay. And then also you will go for a fixture and fittings, but fixture and fitting is based on cost. It's a straight line method lah. So this one is easy. You just 20% times the cost of the furniture and fittings, which is 20,000. Okay, 20,000 times 20%, you have 4,000. Okay? And this 4,000 you have to add in the accumulated depreciation. Okay, so previously have 4,000 accumulated depreciation. You have to add in another current year 4,000. So total is 8,000. Okay, ready? So that's it. Okay, all the adjustment done already, then your life will be very simple. Okay, so you will just transfer one by one from those 7 done adjustment one. No, then you just transfer. Okay, opening balance 9,500. Go to the cost of goods sold. Opening balance 9,500. Okay, this one, the debit side is the purchase, credit side is the revenue. Okay, revenue is 97,300. And the purchases is 53,900. Right? And then this one, returns. Okay, the debit side is a return. Is your sales return. Okay, it's a returns inwards. Okay, so this 1,008 is here. It's a returns. Okay, it's a return inwards. 1,800. You update your net sales. Your net sales is 95,500, right? Right. Then your returns outwards or your purchase return is 2,100. And you will get your net purchases. Okay, net purchases is 51,800. And finish this, all this done already. So you just, okay, one more this, carriage inward. Carriage inward is all part of your cost of goods sold, cost of your purchases, right? 1,400. Okay, so done already, you can do a subtotal lah. Okay, how much is your cost of purchases? Okay, net purchase plus all this cost is cost of purchases. Do you get 5,700? 5,700, correct? And remember to add in your opening inventory to get your total stock available for the year. Okay, add in the opening inventory and you get a subtotal is 65,200. Okay, this is 65,200 is a total stock available for sales for the year. Okay, then you minus the closing inventory, then you will get the cost of goods sold. Okay, it's 7,700. Okay, this is the cost of goods sold. You have to remember it's minus. So I put a bracket to remind you to minus it. Okay, you use your net sales minus your cost of goods sold, you will have a gross profit of how much? 37. Much find yourself that is must must ask otherwise you'll fall asleep later. Okay,搞定 this. Then you tell me, one more interest rates. Okay, this one搞定. Now we go for next interest. Okay, interest. Which one is interest received? Which one your interest income? They have give you two. Okay, interest. The debit side one is a expense or income. The 1,001 is expense or income. Yeah, the debit side is an expense, the credit side is an income. So income is, interest income is 2,000, no adjustment. And this one, 1,001 is expenses. Okay, this one counting. And the rest okay. Then premises. Okay, premises. This one is a non-current asset. Premises means a building. Okay, so premises is a building. No depreciation needed because this one is a maybe it's a special premises. No need to depreciate. So you just put here 85,000. And this then we post in the furnitures and fittings cost 20,000. 20,000 minus the 8,000 accumulated depreciation, you get 12,000 net value. And next one is motor vehicle, 44,000. Okay, you also post the 44,000. Is it 44,000 or 40,000? 40,000, sorry. Okay. And minus the accumulated, we will get 20,480. All right. This minus this is all right. So how much is the total asset? Everyone, what is the total asset amount? Yeah, 17,480. Right? Okay, done that. Now we continue this one, trade receivable and trade payables. So debit side is a trade receivable, credit side is a trade payable. Okay, so you gotta update. Trade receivable we done already when you do the bad debts. Okay, so we have only had trade payable to update, which is 16,500. Okay, then bank cash. Okay, cash and bank. This one is a debt, is a current asset. You just update your current asset here. 8,000 and 1,000. Right, and then the drawings and capitals. Okay, drawings and capitals is a current liability. It's a equity. Okay, it's an equity. 110,000. And then drawings is minus. 3,003. Okay, in exam, even though you don't have the subtotal, doesn't matter, you fill in first because on the marks is given in this one, not the total here. 这个没有时间 total 不用紧 ，okay？ 这个 total 没有时间不用紧。不过 net profit you have to get that because net profit will be have marks for you to update here 嘛。All right. So after you done that already, you do this, then this is gross profit total income. Now we have to close our SOPL to find our net profit or loss. So total income, how much is the total income, students? Okay, 9,150. And you get a total income, how much? 4,46950, right? And total expenditure, how much is the total expenditure? $25,960. All right. So remember this one is a minus. I put bracket is to remind students of minus. Okay. Because in exam very kanjong, people will go and accidentally go add it. Okay, how much is this? What is the net profit? 20,990. Okay, so 20,990. This one we will transfer this to your net profit here. Okay, so it's a profit. That profit is adding 20,990. Right. So now you can close off your SOFP. Okay, total current asset is how much? How much is the total current asset? Do you get 27,700? 760, yeah. This one is 130. Okay, it's correct. 27,760, right? Then you find your total asset. Total asset is how much? This plus this is 142, 145, 140. Okay, 145,240. Yeah. So then you close the rest to find your closing capital. Okay, closing capitals. Do you get 1,200? Okay, 127,650, 690, right? 127,690, correct? And total liability, current liabilities, 17,150. And add these two together, you should get back 145. Okay, I'm going to give you some hints. If really in exam cannot balance, okay, doesn't matter. Don't be too sad. Okay, just move on to the next question. Don't how to say. If you already feel everything's already, okay. If not, it's different by that a little bit difference. Then you don't stuck there forever. Okay, otherwise no time. Because you need to answer 4 questions within 2 hours. Okay, so the time is very tight, yeah. Okay, so you need to be fast. Okay, so 快 draft 的这个 in exam draft down 这个 format 然后就 fill whatever amount that you can fill up first. Okay, 这些没有分数的啊，它有 no marks for the total one. Okay, you got marks for this net profit all this yes, but this one this one the other. This one is for you to check your answer only for the information. All right, so you fill up this more important rather than total up this right. Okay, of course it's good for you to if at time complete is the best. Okay, I mean for those really cannot complete one, no time, fill in whatever is relevant first. Okay, is get marks one. Okay, this one no marks one. The total marks, the total here is no marks. Okay. So far okay, so far so good. 可以吗? If exam come out this kind of question, boleh buat lah. 应该没问题. Right, should be no problem, right? Okay, you try one more question. Maybe. Bunchen, you sure can one. Okay. Those this one is not new to you, those who have studied account in SPM, this is nothing to you. Okay, you already learned that before. Only you need to translate some English only. Okay, come, let's go do one more illustration trick. Okay, so they give you extra for the trial balance. Okay, from Jackson Trading. Okay, this is the company's name. Okay, then look at head first, then look at the bottom, which is ask you to prepare SOPL and LSOP. Okay, when you see this, then only you draft. Okay, you draft out this. Okay, after that, start from the additional information. 看前面，看下面，看上面，看下面，看中间。Okay, 中间看put even though I'm joking, but it's true. It applies to all the questions. You have to 看上面，看下面，看中间。Okay, 不要一下子就去看中间。Okay, because a lot of students they did not read the requirement clearly and they did not. Sometimes you don't ignore this header that has some information important one like what year end 是几时 okay, and who is the name important one. All right, don't ignore that. Okay, so go for additional informations. As usual, closing inventory, look for the lowest closing inventory amount, which is this one. Okay, so by now you should know where to put already. First of all, okay, when you look like this, immediately update. Okay, update, you got marks. So you go to your SOP and SOP, open that, put in your closing inventory first. Okay, 17,000. Is it? 17,700. Minus, remember, this is minus. Okay, and go to your current asset, 17,700. Right? First one, I'll take. Next, 1/3 of the salaries was wages payment for warehouse employee. Okay, so this one is help you to split your wages and salaries. All right, so go to your salaries there. Okay, 1/3. Okay, so 1/3 go to where? 1/3 is go to the wages. Okay, so you go to the wages there. 21,000 divided by 3, so it's 7,000. So 7,000 go to wages. The remaining 14,000 you will go to the salary. Okay, update first. Okay, in exam, it's advisable for you to show the working as well, right? So the salary counting, and then they tell you is a quarter of a week carriage expenses is to deliver goods to warehouse. Okay, so this is one is a carriage expenses, this one. Okay, so they ask you to speak to the carriage inwards and carriage outwards. So a quarter, that means 1/4. Okay, a 1/4 is 1/4. You will go to the warehouse. That means it's a carriage inwards. So, all right. So carriage inwards, 3,008 divided by 4 is how much? You should get 950, right? So 950, you go to your carriage inwards. The remaining, you go to the carriage outwards. So carriage outwards should be how much? Yeah, you get 28. Is it 2850? Yes. Right. Okay, now we move on. It's done already. Then we note number 3, utility bills 350 for the for July 2020 X2 was paid twice, dually overpaid. Okay, and okay, we do the utility first. Okay, 350, that means it's overpaid. That paid dually. All right, so you will have to minus your utilities bill. All right, go look for your utility here, 6,400. All right, you gotta minus it. So you update your utility bills, minus your utility bill, 6,004 minus 350 is 6,000 ringgit. All right, and then this 350 is overpayment. Prepaid utility is a current asset. All right, so current asset is here, and so current under current asset. Okay, prepaid utilities, 350. Update here. Okay. This one and this one is 350. It's minusing. Right? So down this already, we will go to next one. They say that insurance premium notice was received but not yet paid for the year ended July, amounting 500. Okay, so this one is the insurance premium. All right, so pay for the year ended 30th July. So we have to match the year end first. 对不对先 ？OK， 如果刚刚好的 the first July， OK， 这个是 the whole year. If they say this is the for the let's say it's for September X0, then you have to see how many months is extra. Okay, then you don't take it up. Okay, so this one is okay. Okay, coming up is a year end is correct. So this 500 is insurance premium not yet pick up. Okay, it is a accrued insurance. Okay, accrued insurance you have to add to your insurance debt. 1,500 plus 100. So your insurance, okay, I highlight first. Okay, so that this one is adjusted. This one insurance is 2,000. Then you debit your insurance, or you add the insurance, and then you credit to your current liability as a accrued insurance 500. All right, done that. Then we go for next one, rent received not yet received. Rent 400 not yet received. Okay, we go to the rent there here, 4,400. So it's not yet received, but another 400. So you have to add another 400 inside. Okay, so rental received at 400, it will become 4,800. Credit rental received and debit to the rental receivable. Okay, it's a current asset. Rental receivable, 400. Okay, you add here, credit here, you debit your current asset here. Okay, and that. This one done already. Then we go for number 5. Additional amount due from injured Kasim 600 is to be written off. Again, is to be written off, not write off. All right. So as a bad debts. Okay. So look at any bad debts. Not yes, that is another bad. That's bad debts already here. Okay. So you need to add in additional 600 there. Okay. So your bad debts is now 1,003 plus 600 is 1,900. Right, and this 600 you need to the additional write-off. You have to minus out from your trade receivable. Okay, so your trade receivable is how much? Look at your trade receivable. This one, this is your trade receivable 35,600. Okay, you will update here. Use 35,600 minus 600, you will get 35,000. Okay, this is a net trade receivable. And they say that allowance for doubtful debts of 1,400 to be write off as provided for the year end. Okay, so this one is a closing. Okay, so this closing you will directly minus here. Right, so you will get your trade receivable net figure is 33,600. And then not yet finished. So this one is a closing. We have to find the opening AFTD, this one. Okay, so we have to compare this 2,000 with this 1,004. Okay, this one is increase or decrease, students. Opening is 2,000, closing is 1,004. Up, increase or decrease? It's a decrease, right? Decrease is the income or expenses. If decrease in allowance for doubtful debt is an income, all right? So you have to go to the income, then look for the differences. Decrease in FTT. Again, you put decrease in FTT or doubtful debts also can, So the difference is 600. Okay, you post the 600 there. Okay, so 这个很 special 的 Okay, remember that I use the green color. Okay, you post in the difference. Okay, not the opening, not the closing, but the difference. Okay, done that already. Then this is okay. Now we go for depreciation. Depreciation is very standard one. Okay, so 25% on straight line for the office equipment. So look for office equipment here. 25% on cost. So 30,000 times 25% is how much? We will get 7,500, right? Okay, so this 7,500, remember you need to add it to your current level, accumulated depreciation. All right, so in your trial balance, there is accumulated depreciation 7,500, right? So you need to add in additional and this year depreciation. So total is 15,000. Okay, this is from trial balance. This is from current year depreciation. So 15,000 minus. And next one is motor vehicles, not motor vehicle, delivery rent, 20% on reducing balance method. So reducing balance method, you have to be careful. You have to use your motor vehicle minus of your accumulated depreciation for delivery rent, then only you times 20%. Okay, so how much is your depreciation for motor vehicles or delivery rent? And your net book value should be, you should get, the net book value is 30,720, right? So you times 20%. Do you get 6,144? Yes? Yes. Okay, good. 6144. Okay. So again, remember this one, you need to add it to the accumulated depreciation there. All right. So what is the accumulated depreciation last year brought forward? Okay. 29,280. Then you have to add in the depreciation. All right, so this one. Then your total accumulated depreciation is 35,424. All right. Finish this. Then we go continue for the, so this one we post it in. The next one is machinery 15% on cost. Okay, on cost, that means based on cost. So you go to machinery, the cost is 48,000 times 15%. How much is that? 7,200. Right? And this one, to add into your accumulated depreciation. So look at the motor vehicles. So this machinery is a new one. Therefore, you do not have accumulated depreciation. Okay, so you just post in the 7,000 this year depreciation. Right? So calculate this one already. Very easy, right? Now all the depreciation, all the adjustment done, then come back to here. All right, come back to here. Office equipment. Okay, this one update saja. Office equipment 30,000 minus 15,000. So your net book value is 15,000. All right. Next one, delivery rent 60,000. Delivery rent is motor vehicle lah, 60,000. You can put material rent also can, no problem. 24,576. Correct. Check, let me check my figures. 6,000 minus this is a net book value. And the machinery is 48,000. Minus 7,200. So your net book value should be 40,800. Excuse me. Okay, so you will find yourself your total asset. How much is the total asset? Total non-current asset value? Students? Okay, 80,376. Okay, so we finish this. Okay, now we still have things to done. Machinery done. Now we go for drawings. Okay, drawings and capitals. This one is the equity part. Okay, so we update. Capital is how much? Capital is 100,000. Okay, so you leave a few lines within 2 lines. Okay, then you put drawings. So drawings is 15,700. Right? Minus. Okay, bracket minus. Okay, counting these two. Capital counting. So fast, like Kevin. We finished one by one. Loan is a loan normally we put in under non-current liabilities. So non-current liabilities after equities there. Okay, 30,000. So if only one, you just put to here. All right, 30,000. Non-current. It must be on top of the current liability. Okay, 不是下面是上面呢. Okay. And then inventory, opening inventory, purchases and so this one is under your SOPL. Okay, opening inventory, 19,200. All right, purchases and this one. So the debit side one is the purchases, credit side is the inventory sales. Okay, so sales is 157,500. Purchases is 83,900. Out in this. And returns. Okay, returns. This one is the return inward. This one is the return outwards. Okay, so return inward is to minus your sales. Okay, so 你知道这个 sales 这个是 opposite 就是这个 minus 这个的。Okay, 很简单。Okay, 1,700. Net sales is how much? It's 154,800, right? Yes. And your return outward is 2,900 and minus your purchases. You get net purchase 81,000, all right? Then how much is the total purchase cost? 950. And you remember to add in your opening inventory to find what is the total stock available. 108,150. Thank you. And minus the closing inventory, you get your cost of goods sold. How much is that? 90,450. Correct. It's a negative. It's bracket. Then this you use your sales minus this. Your gross profit you get 64,350. All right. 4,350. Then total up this total income is 5,000. discount receipt. I missed someone discount receipt for students. Wait, discount receipt. Sorry, I missed out this student. Sorry, very sorry, I missed out the discount receipt. OK， 所以考试你们要用一个 tick， 用那个是 tick 掉它。OK， 做了的 close transfer 了的。OK， 有时会 miss out。Sorry 啊。So discount receipt credit side is this one income. This is 2001 is expect discount allowed. This is discount receipt update 忘记了 ，sorry。So 这个是懂的是 6,720， 然后 discount allowed 这边1,100。49,744。Total income 是吗？差不多71,070啊。OK， net profit 21,000，以上26啊。Right， so 这个就要 transfer 去你的 net profit 这边呢。Okay, it's a part of the equity 326. And add in this 121,326. And minus your drawing, your closing capital will be 105,626. OK， 我还有东西还没 transfer 完呢，其实刚才我做到这边罢了，是吗？blur 了 discount gun. Okay, so we have this few more things haven't transferred. This one 36,300 and the bank and cash. Okay, we continue to transfer yourself. Trade receivable is 26,300. Okay, and then these two bank and cash. This is 22,000. Banks cash 8,000. So total current liability, 他们 say total current liability 不是吧 ？current liability 应该是82,000是吗 ？82,050。and total assets 还是162是OK 这个 OK 啦 ，the rest you do 25,800。And this one we add together, you should type it into 162. 如果 type 不到怎样办？考试不要理它先 ，OK， 不要理它先，等有时间才慢慢 check。Move on to the next，OK， 不要为了一点点东西就 waste a lot of time there. Alright? Okay, that's it. Okay, so this is okay. We've got one more illustrations. This one I leave it for you to try. Okay, next week I come back to give you the answers. Okay, 我要你们怎样 try 呢？不要用 Excel worksheet， 不要用我这个 worksheet. Okay, I know I give to you. Okay, don't use that. Try yourself. Okay, take one full step paper. Okay, your exam test paper. All right, draft this out. Okay, draft this out. You can time yourself how fast you can finish. My suggestion is we have to finish this within 30 minutes. 半个小时，因为你才有 2 hours. So one questions you allocate yourself actually for me is 20 minutes. Okay, because 你还有10分钟要去 check 了。So the max you will use is 30 minutes. You cannot more than that. 看 after 30分钟你们可以做多少。Okay, 如果是才做到一点点这样的话，你就要快点。Okay, I expect you 30 minutes can have a draft out all of it, all the two statements. 对吗 ？Okay, I give you some motivations to do lah. Okay, do it yourself. This question is very similar to the previous previous illustration. Okay, so 我给你拿 end figure， 这个是998。Okay, 1991, the net profit, and this one is 19878. 19878. Okay, The rest, you try to do it first. All right, can or not? Because if I go through, then you just follow me to do. You will not, we may not able to know whether you really know or don't know, right? So I want you to try it out yourself now. Now, I think no lah. Do you want to try it now yourself, or you want to? I think three questions is enough for today lah. Okay, next week I will come. I will show you the answer for this. Okay, ma? Okay, I think it's more challenging to fulfill it by yourself. Okay, try it one by yourself without my guidance. Okay, any questions to ask me before I stop? Okay, if no questions, we stop here. Group 1, can we start at 10 o'clock our class since this is an online class? All right, so can we start on at 10 o'clock with just 15 minutes, then come back? Can Heng Li, not Heng Li. Group 1 is Heng Li. Always, Group 1 is who's the class of 1? Wai San, Kahang. Okay, please, okay, so we can end early. 10 o'clock. So we stop here today. Thank you, everyone. Please do your Please do your illustration 4. It's important, student. 我要你们全部考好. Okay. If you want to thank you me, do your pass your exam with flying colors. This is my good returns, good rewards. Okay. Bye bye.